What's good, fam? It's your boy Jorge. Welcome to another episode of Hangin with the Boys.
Mm-hmm.
I'm hanging with my boy.
Yeah, we are indeed hanging.
What's up?
Not much.
Dude, what's going on? I saw photos of you last week and you were clean shaved and now you're...
I grow fast, dude.
Yeah.
That's what I always say. It's weird. Like I grow fast everywhere, but right down the middle of the top of my head here.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah, because this was clean. I don't know, man. Blame Steve.
I was going to ask you, you were on the carnivore diet kind of,
Mm-hmm.
so you eat a lot of meat.
Mm-hmm.
Have you, maybe you haven't paid attention, but have you noticed that your like hair has been growing more?
Dude, yeah, my fingernails.
Yeah.
It's weird.
But not your head?
Well, my hair still grows fast. Like I got to shave my head a lot.
Yeah.
But no, not in the middle. That's kind of just torched up there.
Yeah, because my doctor was telling me that like you need a lot of protein, obviously, but like women especially, if they don't get enough protein, they'll start losing their hair.
Really?
Yeah. So I
I
told
got
him,
plenty of protein. My hair's gone.
okay.
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
But for reals, like everything else, I'm like, damn, dude. Like, I feel like I cut my fingernails like twice a week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Wolverine in
Dude,
this bitch.
I'm just healthy, dude. I'm just so healthy.
Speaking of healthy though.
Yeah. Yep. Get our morning coffee for the show here. We got some stuff to talk about.
Oh my goodness.
Delicious.
I haven't had a mint one in
It's good.
quite a while.
My fave. Shout out to Goyaki.
You know, they're coming out with a new flavor.
Are they? What is it? I saw it.
TBD. To be determined.
Oh, I thought you meant like the stuff in weed. I'm like, TBD, dude, we get so stoned.
CBD.
Yeah, CBD. Oh, shit.
What's going on, dude?
Not much. Had a big couple weeks. Had to miss you last week. Had 2 days at home and just trying to get all my shit together from one trip back into the next trip. I was like, because I left to Reno Thursday and then I was leaving all the way till Monday for our trip. So took a couple weeks off. Had a great couple weeks though. We did PGA Memes in Dallas.
Yeah.
And honestly, we got very lucky. We golfed 2 days. The tournament was one, but we always line up a little friends day, you know. And
Yeah.
dude, it rained every second of every day except for like while we played golf.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so like we thought, because Trav's tournament was at the Dallas Cowboys Club.
Was it cold?
No. I mean, all the Texans said they were cold, but like I had like just little like long johns and stuff on.
So it was raining, but it was still like kind of warm.
Yeah, like 60s, you know.
Yeah,
but
that's nice.
Yeah, we thought Trav's tournament was going to get canceled. Dude, that's like life's so weird how it works, right? It was sunny and 70 every single day in Dallas, and literally Saturday and Sunday were the 2 days we were golfing, and it was like 85% chance rain. And then Monday when I left, it was crystal clear.
Yeah.
I'm like, what the hell? How does that work? But we got it off. We played in some mud. Dude, I almost lost my eye one time. Hit the ground a little bit before the ball, dude. And it's like, because it was like standing water on the course. It was pretty gnarly. But he had a great turnout still for the first tournament, raised some good money. I won a closest to the pin.
Oh.
Yeah, Byton was there with his guys. He brought a little group. And they were, because we all got pretty buzzed, obviously. And he was talking shit to me on like the back nine par 3. He's all, if his buddy and his group hit it like pretty close. And he's all, if you guys don't get closer than this, you got a shotgun a beer. Like, all right. And we're like 3 feet off it. So we all shotgun a beer. And the next par 3 had like a little mound in front of the green. So I couldn't really see. All I could see was the top of the flag. And Byton and them were standing there talking shit to me again, dude. And I got up there, dude, and it was like less than a foot off the cup.
I'm all whole.
Yeah. And Byton's all, dude, I knew you'd do that, you dickhead. I'm like, yeah, duh. Put the pressure on me. So
how is the course?
Awesome, dude.
Obviously, first time playing there.
First time playing there, and I would like to go back and play it normal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. In standing water and, you know, raining and stuff, and a shamble tournament. But it's fun. It's kind of like Sunridge-esque, dude. It had like some elevated tee boxes. Like I don't know if you saw my post, but we hit off the Cowboy Star.
Yeah.
Because we were pretty close to it. So Trav's all, it's a mat, you know. So we put it on there, and yeah, that hole, like you tee off way above, like the star looks like it's little down there. So it's pretty cool. Like because I like that stuff. You know, it's not just a straightforward course. So yeah, the course was fun. And then Trav ended up renting a kind of like an outdoor, he called it a cabana, but like I picture cabanas are like pools. Yeah. It was like an outdoor patio area with a bunch of TVs and stuff. Yeah. Because he kept saying cabana. I'm like, dude, do I need like flip-flops for my trunks, you know? And but it was bitching. He rented that out for us, watched the Super Bowl there. Hung out there. Everyone flew home Monday. Didn't feel super well on Monday. And then regrouped Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday night actually went up to Reno, watched Pennywise. They were there. I ran into Miller. Yeah. Yeah, we were just he was just walking through the casino. I'm like, how come you never tell me you're doing anything?
Dude, fucking Miller.
God.
Real quick. So last time I messed up.
Yeah.
So I went up to Reno for a concert It was Anti-Flag and Flogging Molly.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, the second I saw that, for whatever reason, I thought Dropkick Murphys. So I was like, Dropkick Murphys, Anti-Flag. That's going to be dope.
Yeah.
Right? So I hit up Miller and him and his wife ended up going with me and my wife. So we watched it. I think we both all left like 2 songs into Flogging Molly.
Yeah.
I was like,
that's
dude.
a little rough.
Yeah. And then I was like, oh, now Dropkick Murphy comes and they're playing with Pennywise. That's sick. And I already had stuff to do. And then I see like his wife post and I'm like, son of a bitch, I invited you guys last time thinking that was this concert and now you guys didn't even invite me.
God, at least you get to even talk to him, dude. Yeah. It's so weird. Like I went and got our tickets and I was just walking back to the bar and Miller was walking in. I'm like, he's all, dude, I didn't think you'd like, I'm like, it's Pennywise. Dude. Of course I'm going to come to this. You know, like Dropkick Murphys, a couple of their songs were cool, but Pennywise, like their set was sick.
Yeah.
Like every song they played the other night was like, cause I'm used to like festivals. Well, they kind of mixed it up a little more, I guess you could say. Like this was all like their old stuff. Like every song was bitching. So
sick. Yeah, dude. When we went, he had a torn ACL too. So I felt bad because like we're kind of standing there and it's like he has a torn ACL.
Yeah. You know, damn it, dude. But that was fun, dude. And then Byron, the drummer from Pennywise, he met us up at the bar and dude, he's so awesome, just shooting the shit with everyone and said it's cool. My mom and dad were at Pennywise. Like we were like on the rails, front row, because it kind of wasn't busy. I was surprised, you know, like we had elbow room on the floor. I think Dropkick got a little more hectic, but I was like, because my mom and dad were down there.
Well, I think that venue people do like to sit. I mean, it is kind of cool, like to have a nice seat.
Yeah,
you know,
for sure. Yeah, so we were down there and I'm like, oh, dude, my mom and dad on the floor, you know, and like the mosh pit kind of stayed away from us. So we had like super good view of them. But got to shoot the shit with Byron for a bit and ended up going to bed at like 1. And then we left to Mesquite at 8 in the morning. Damn. Dude, I was hurting.
Driving? Yeah. Do you, besides Miller's, did you see a shitload of people there?
Not really.
Dude, it's so crazy because this happened twice. And I think we talked about it last time. You went to Offspring. Yeah. Dude, so I see your post. And then like every other person that's like on my Instagram, I see them posting.
Weird.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I like to me, it's funny. I'm like, dude, that chick's there. Mase is there. I wonder if they ran into each other, like stuff like that. But
yeah, I ran into like Fish, his brother, his girlfriend, you know, a couple people here and there. But for the most part, we had like 18 people in our group. So we just all stood in a circle, you know. So it was cool though. Always good to see them. And then went to Mesquite, got hammered, dude. I'm talking like not Coors Lights all day. Like, dude, we did shots of tequila and Fireball. And I was kind of mad because we were playing sick courses and it was perfect down there. I'm talking like shorts, like 7.
What do you mean by sick courses? Isn't there just one there?
No, there's like nine courses in Mesquite.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So Wolf Creek's like the premier one.
That one, Mesquite's kind of
out of Vegas.
Like us going there though, right? So it's closer to us?
No, it's going away from all of us. It's going towards the Utah border, like okay. St. George and stuff. Yeah. So it's a bitchin' little town. It's actually getting big, dude. Like when me and Pops were talking, because like all the we only played 2 golf courses, but the ones we played, like there's houses getting built everywhere, dude. And I remember like when I lived in Vegas and I'd have like a show in Salt Lake or something, I would drive. And dude, Mesquite felt like it was like one exit, like that big hotel casino and a gas station. Yeah. I mean, that was 10 years ago, but still, it's like, damn, dude. Everywhere's getting so freaking crowded.
Isn't there a moto track out there?
Yeah. I think there's.
I think I went with you once.
No, I've never rode.
No?
We just did Sandy Valley. No, but Geeb, I think it's still out there. Geeb went out there all the time.
Didn't they have a ramp out there?
No, that was Sandy Valley.
Oh, okay.
Are you thinking of the one I rode all the time?
Yeah, I remember like we went out there and Blows was training for Step Up. Yeah. It was like me, you, Blows, and then some girls
I think that was
had.
Sandy Valley.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't remember what it was.
So Sandy's closer to us, but it's going like towards LA.
Yeah.
So Mesquite's like going the other way. You pass like the NASCAR Speedway and all that stuff. But yeah, so we played like Conestoga's like probably, I don't know what it would be, the number 2 rated course. And we played that the first day. Dude, I wake up and I'm like still hammered because we drank all the way down there. Yeah. Philippi drove us. So like, dude, we just had beers and whatever. We're all excited for a dude's golf trip. Immature. So I wake up in the morning at like 7:30 and I'm like, oh, dude, I still have like that double vision. I hate that feeling, right? For some reason. I'm like, damn it, dude. And freaking Josh is like, Joshy Redbeard. He's like, dude, hi, dude. So I drink that. I'm like, oh, now I'm wasted. You know, get to the course, have OJ vodka. And then just from there, it's like, I remember playing all of it and stuff, but it's like I wanted to, because I shot like a 40 on the front, which I'm always stoked with. I just had 2 double bogeys. I doubled both the par threes. So I'm all stoked, dude. And then we did fireball at the turn and whatnot, in the back nine. It's like, I couldn't even hit the ball. I'm like, God, you're so dumb, dude. So we played that one, had fun, came home. It's cool. Zevy's girlfriend's mom has a townhouse there. So we got like, one night we did tacos, we got steaks, like grilled, super fun. Next day we played a cool course. I remember that one a little better, but still didn't feel well. And then Monday, we all wake up not feeling well, and Philippe's driving us home. And so the logical thing to do is crack a drink, right? Leveler, I'm thinking. Dude, I had a Red Bull in the cup holder and a high noon. I'm like, okay, I'll have this noon and then just chill out. Dude, we drank all the way to El Charro.
Damn.
Get there, I get a marg. Dude, end up on my mom's couch that night, like asleep, don't even remember. I'm like, Jesus, dude. So I'm in timeout again. Day 3 of my timeout.
Yeah. I was going to give you a little heat for it because I thought like your New Year's kind of resolution was to like get better at golf. But I mean, I can't really say nothing because you are playing golf. So
yeah. And I am actually, dude, like the swing, like at Trav's tournament, because I always play like shit in tournaments because there's so much going on. Yeah. Like every hole has like a prize.
How's the, so how's the wait time at those compared to like a regular?
No, it's a little slower. Yeah. Because, like on a par 5, a 600-yard par 5, they have like the gun. So like everyone pays and you shoot the gun. So that kind of backs up because you got to explain the gun and whatnot. But I think it's still faster than 4 dudes slicing out of bounds and like, so it's about the same. Okay. Yeah. Just sometimes the par 3s back up a little bit, and because you can buy mulligans, you can like pay like Gecko sponsored a hole, you can like pay Vince and you get 2 shots off the tee or something. So, but you're out there to have fun. Like everyone knows that. Like if I'm at Men's Club at Sunridge and it's a 6-hour round, you're like, dude.
What do you mean by pay like Vince, like the whole sponsor?
So like Vince, like if we paid him like $30, we'd get like, or $100, we'd get a towel, a bottle of Gecko, and then get to hit from like on a 500-yard par 4, we'd get to hit at the 100-yard marker.
And he keeps all that money?
Yeah. Because that pays like his expenses. Because he's got to pay Trav for the tournament.
Yeah, he pays his spot there.
Yeah. So I think some of it probably goes to Trav for the children's charity. Okay. Yeah. But so like damn near every hole has something like that. So it does back it up, but the pace was good. But I always play like shit at those things because you're not concentrating, right? Like you got 4 tee shots, 4 approach, 4 putts. Yeah. So I'm like, if I slice out of bounds, who cares? But like at Trav's, I was playing good, dude. I was throwing a lot of wedges in tight and I made some putts and I'm like, dang, dude, nice. And then, like I said, in Mesquite, those are 2 new courses and they were hard, dude. Like that Conestoga course is narrow and it was kind of windy. And I played good there until the fireball hit. So I'm playing better. I'm still paying attention to my game, George.
Good. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
But I need to get way better, dude. Men's Club, a little over a month away.
Coming. And I was at the indoor driving range.
I saw that. Yeah. Made me nervous, dude. You tagged me. I think I still got you though.
Dude, I can't hit those drivers.
Really?
Whatsoever.
Weird. There's so much club face there.
So I have
it up high?
Yeah. Huh. They seem like super. I mean, I have been working out a little bit, but they just seem super light. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it seemed, I don't know. The irons are great. Yeah. The irons are like so good, like game changer. Yep. But the driver, like even the little recovery one, I have another recovery and I can hit it like so good. And then your recovery, dude, I can't hit it. But yours is like the shaft is longer. Yeah. So I was like, maybe those are just
choke up on the thing, dude.
I do.
Okay. It might just be a simple setup.
It might be. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, they're like harder for me to hit for some reason.
Yeah. Yeah. Golf's weird, dude. Philippi did that when Philippi first started golfing. He had like this old, I think it was like a Nike or something. Can't remember, but it was a piece of shit, dude. And he carried that and like his new sim at the time, the one you got now. And he would hit a sim and like slice it out of bounds gnarly. Yeah. And this thing's fully adjustable head, updated shaft. Like, I'm like, what are you doing? And then he'd pull out the old thing, dude, and just strike
it. Yeah,
like, that's so weird. Like, but that's how I am. Like when I got that Stealth from TaylorMade, I couldn't hit it. I mean, I could hit it, but it was like everywhere. So that's why I still have like the Cobra ones. Yeah. So a lot of it's just probably the shaft. Like, yeah, we'll do some testing. I got some spares out there.
Got it, baby.
See what you like.
Okay. Real quick, that Vegas course that you played, do all look like that one, like with like the kind of looks all Western with all the rock walls and stuff like that? Yeah. Are all of them like that, or is there one?
No, there's probably like 3 or 4 that kind of look like that.
Oh, okay.
But then the other ones, if you go across, because those are going up into the canyon. If you went across the 15 down in the valley, they're more like flattish, like in the houses more.
Yeah. Dude, that one you need to like go back and really do like videos and shit. I know. That looks so cool.
Yeah. That's what I've always said, like, because I played Wolf Creek last year on our guys' trip and Conestoga this year. And it's bitching because like on some tee boxes, like my videos I posted were more like the straightforward holes. But there's some tee boxes where it's like tee box and then all that dirt rockscape. Yeah. And then you'll just see like a little strip of green, like where the fairway is. And you're like, damn, dude, it's only like 200 out, but it looks like you're going to miss it completely.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's cool. They just cut it all through those canyons and stuff. So Wolf Creek's like the gnarliest course I've ever played. As far as like the visuals of it. Like there was a tee shot, you had to carry like 250 and the fairway goes like this. And it was like as wide as this room, but all like desert to the fairway. Yeah. All 4 was like missed it completely. Oh, yeah. I went too far actually because I was all nervous. And then I didn't realize it was so skinny. But like I think Zevi might have been the only one that found his ball. I'm like, dude, that's so gnarly. Like I'd have to play that course like 20 times to like get it down and like know the shots. Yeah. You know, so it's cool though.
It's just, that like just like the little clips that you post, like it just looks so awesome. It's like, dude. Yeah. You really need to like not get all hammered and like really focus on like filming some shit just once, just to have that stuff. Yeah. Because it like that's like my main thing of going like golfing. Like you golf my course, Empire or like Eagle Valley. Yeah. Dude, it's just flat. There's nothing. But then you go to Sunridge and then you see the mountains, like, those holes going you're hitting towards the mountains and stuff like that, or like off the hill and everything. That looks bitchin'. Yeah. So that's what I really like about golf, really, just like being out there, but seeing like the cool, like just landscape and everything. Yeah. Like the flat courses, just like, it's cool to be here, but
yeah, it's boring. Yeah. It's hard too though, because I'm at the age, like I like having clips to see for myself. But like me and Bubs always talk about, it sucks being like in our 40s now, like I'm not an influencer, And like, so when I go golf Bandon Dunes, it's like, dude, I'm so into the golf. And like, even if I'm hammered, it's like, dude, you're walking with like the ocean and, it's like a top destination in the world. And it's like, when I get to those courses, I'm so excited about the actual golf that I like forget to do it. Yeah. It's not because I'm hammered, like, and I'm like, I can't do it. Yeah. Like, I'm like so into the golf and like everything's sick looking. Like you said, dude, like it's almost Caneville-esque, like all the backdrop and stuff. And
yeah, for me, like, so I'm the opposite. Because like, I'm like into golf and it's fun, but I'm in more like, I get there and the visuals just, for me, I'm like, dude, this looks so sick. I have to capture it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah. So, and it was bitching because they let their rough go dormant in the winter. Yeah. So it's like brown, but the fairways were like
green,
fluorescent green. Yeah. So it's just cool. Like, because I obviously watched the PGA Tour and like the American Express down in Palm Springs. It's the same way.
Yeah, I asked you about that. I was like, what the?
Yeah, so I felt all cool. I'm like, dude, it's sick. I'm like in a real golf course, you know? Like, but yeah, I definitely, like, Bandon's a little easier because I carry my phone in my back pocket because we're walking. So like I can walk to my ball, and these guys can hit and I can get a couple shots. But like in a golf cart, it's like, dude, it goes fast. Yeah. We played in like probably under 4 hours, dude. Like it went really fast. Yeah. So it's like hard to like get my phone and be like, hey, hold on, get a swing at me. Like there was that, I think I posted it. No, I haven't posted it yet. There's a pretty cool par 3 that was like Sunridge, big old drop one. And I filmed all our swings on that. So I always try and pick like a hole or a shot that I think looks cool and at least get us that. Yeah. But like I said, for me, it's more for like memory of the trip and having it rather than be like, oh, dude, this has got to be on Instagram. Yeah, Like I'm officially like the old guy.
But you can't not say you're an influencer because you influence a lot of people into playing golf that probably never have.
Dude, like 4.
Well, that's influence.
I influenced.
Yeah. Oh yeah. See, there you go.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Damn, I am. So yeah, that was my couple weeks. That was fun.
Nice.
A lot of fun.
What'd you think about the Super Bowl?
If I'm going to be honest with you, dude, I don't remember a whole lot of it. Okay. I mean, dude, our tournament started at 9 and and it was funny because I mean, dude, the TV was the size of my house. It's like an outdoor amphitheater down there, And I'm watching the first drive because only like 3 dudes were super into it. Because like Trav's a Chargers fan, so he could care less.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know how.
living in Dallas?
Well, he started in like Utah, but I think he said his family had like season tickets or something, so they'd go like to 4 games a year or something when he was a kid.
Yeah,
I think. But so I'm like, okay, go Niners. You know, in the first drive they're looking good. I do remember that, and then McCaffrey fumbles it right away, and I'm like, oh my god! Like you can always just feel like I feel the way the game's going, and you know it goes into OT, and I'm like, okay, and what bugged me is like, because I do remember I was being a smartass, but what bugged me is like Purdy would look, and it's not his fault at all. It's the whole team looked great all the way down the field, right? And then they would get to like just out of field goal range or like touchdown range. And all of a sudden there's like 2 free rushers on the Chiefs every time. And Purdy has to throw it away. And I'm like, sit, you know? And then, so I had some questions there. And then the Chief, like once Mahomes gets the ball, like me and Trav were talking about, it's like, he ain't going to throw a pick in that situation or fumble it, or he's either going to score or they're going to go more football.
Yeah.
There was 1 or 2 and he ended up scoring. So, but I've said it before now, I'm starting to look at football more as entertainment, you know, like the whole Taylor Swift thing and this and that. So it's like when the Niners lost, it didn't, you know, my day wasn't ruined. Yeah. I've had so much fun golfing and seeing my friends, and like the venue we were at was fun. I'm like, what am I going to do? Sit here and pout because the 49ers? I'm like, who cares?
Yeah. Well, like my wife was all like, she's all, I feel so bad for that kicker.
Yeah.
Moody.
Yeah.
I'm all, for what?
Yeah.
He makes more than all of us in this house put together. Like, you know, we're at a little Super Bowl party. Well, why are you guys tripping?
Yeah. Exactly.
He don't care.
Yeah.
Like he's still probably going to be on the team and make, you know, it wasn't really necessarily his fault. It was blocked.
Yeah.
It's not like he just completely shanked it, you know?
Right.
So it's just stuff like that. Like, and then I'm like, by next Monday, no one's going to remember them. Like, no one cares.
Yeah.
And he's still going to be like getting paid.
The only time I ever got like pretty frustrated was when I was a huge Brady fan. I was down in Temecula and it was them against the Giants. They were undefeated. And I was with freaking Chris Tedesco.
I remember that.
And it was just me and him. And dude,
I was there.
Oh, were you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
dude, he was on his phone buying all the fucking merchandise.
Oh yeah, because we went down there to film and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. So okay, so remember every time they would get a first down, he was screaming, dude.
Yeah.
Like ruining his underwear. I'm like, oh my God. And then the Patriots get a touchdown. I'm all just all quiet, you know? But so Tedesco having to watch the Giants win was gnarly because he wouldn't shut up about it. But I was like, we were so close to seeing like a cool piece of history. Yeah. Like they made it that far, dude, and lost the last game. You know?
Well, yeah, and of course it was that. You know?
That was more, but that's more like I wasn't bummed that Brady didn't win. I was bummed that like we almost saw like a first perfect season since like the 70s. But yeah, like all these other, like the Niners just lost like 3 years ago. Like you said, dude, Tuesday I was out probably golfing and hanging out, and it's like, yeah.
Well, even the players.
Yeah.
Even the winners too. Yeah. Like Travis Kelce.
Yeah.
Got hammered and, you know, got all that stuff. And now he's probably like, that's cool.
Yeah. Probably already thinking about this season.
Exactly. Up, you know? Yeah. Like, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's just the fans that make it that big.
Yeah.
But yeah.
At least it was a good game.
Yeah.
Like I hate blowouts, you know? But it was funny because like, you know, on Instagram, there's all this stuff about the NFL's rigged and all this. Some dude posted that the score was going to be Niners 31, Chiefs 25. And, you know, he was saying that he's like, you know, watch this. Mahomes is going to throw a pick 6 when they get close to end the game or whatever, you know. And some dude's all, how the hell you get the Chiefs at 25? That's not even a real score in the NFL. The score was like 25-21 or something, remember? I'm like, or 22. I'm like, they got the 25.
Yeah.
So that was pretty weird. But yeah, it was a good game. But
I will say, so Antonio Pierce, the coach for the official coach for the Raiders now, he was on Crosby's, Max Crosby?
Bill
Cosby. Max Crosby, I think, podcast. And he basically was saying he put a hit out on Mahomes.
Yeah.
So he's saying, he's telling his team, you guys got to play him like the Pistons did Jordan.
Yeah.
So back in the day when the bad boy Pistons, you know, they used to just like elbow people, punch and stuff like that. He's like, that's where you got to whip his ass when we play him.
Yeah.
So that's awesome.
Dude, and that's one thing that makes me feel like the NFL is a little suspect, right? Like I said, but for entertainment purposes, like these people that are losing their shit over, it's like whatever. But when Antonio Pierce, they smoked the Chiefs like 3 games before the season ended.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, Mahomes threw like 2 or 3 picks, fumbled it a bunch. And dude, like just me kind of watching it, all they did was contain Mahomes and take Kelce out of it. Give him 5-yard runs. Like that's what Belichick always said. Like if you got a player, like I'm taking him out of the game. take your dink and dunks all the way down, but I'm going to make sure you're not getting big plays on us, you know? Dude, and Mahomes looked like shit. Kelsey looked like shit. Everyone's like, oh, the Chiefs look like shit, right?
Yeah.
So you're telling me that you have this huge coaching staff, Shanahan and all them, and dude, Mahomes literally could scramble out of the pocket 10 yards. Next play, drop back, little 5-yard in, Kelsey right down the middle, wide open. It's like, dude, you have 2 dudes that you need to get out of that game.
Yeah.
Right? And like...
Dude, and realistically, watching the game, even the last like 3 games they had, dude, it was Mahomes, Pacheco, and Kelsey.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's any other offense on that team.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's what I'm saying. Like they don't have, I mean, all those dudes are good.
Yeah, exactly.
But like when they had Tyreek Hill, like how do you cover Hill and what's Clyde Elaire or whatever the running back is? He was really good at that time. How do you cover them and Kelsey? Like that I get.
Yeah.
Because Tyreek
and
Hill.
Mahomes.
And Mahomes,
Yeah.
of course. Yeah. But like, you know, Tyreek Hill could be all the way down the field at any given moment. So you got to kind of watch him, and then that opens up Kelsey. But like the receivers aren't averaging huge numbers a game. Like,
Nah.
So it always makes me feel weird. Like you've made it all the way to the Super Bowl. You have one of the best defenses, like the Niners were, and I think the way the Chiefs O-line matched up with the Niners D-line, the Niners shouldn't have scored any points.
Yeah,
basically,
exactly.
you know? And dude, like Mahomes just drops back and like flicks it, dude. And there's Kelsey idling up the field. You know, it looks like he's doing 2 miles an hour and he gets 15 yards.
Yeah.
And then the next play, Mahomes rolls out and there's a first. Like that bugs me so bad, you know? Like that's why I did love watching the Patriots back in the day, because Belichick, like you could have Randy Moss against you, you know, and he would freaking triple team him.
Yeah.
Just to make sure he got basically nothing, you know?
Yeah. So, I mean, I do like this, what Antonio Pierce saying, you know, they got to, and that's what my criticism was to a lot of teams against Mahomes. He starts running and they just like kind of let off. They don't tackle him.
Yeah.
You know, they're going to get the call. Like, dude, 1 or 2 hits on him, he's going to stop running on you. Yeah, you'll get the foul. Take it. Take that 15 or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's also going to get in his head. And he's like, dude, these guys aren't playing around. I'm not going to run on them.
Yeah.
But then when he gets confident, he knows that they're not going to really tackle him.
Yeah.
And he's going to get 5 extra yards by running.
Dude, and once he's out of the pocket, unless he slides, he's not a quarterback no more.
Yeah.
Because me and Bubs always say, you see dudes get like tentative, like a DB get tentative around him or something.
Yeah.
And he doesn't slide ever, like really ever. You know,
because he knows he's not going to get hit.
Yeah, so it's like that's why they had that Max Crosby dude mic'd up one time, and Crosby just was hitting the shit. Like even when the ball would come out, dude, just pile driving him. You know.
Yeah, take the foul.
But they had respect within each other. But Crosby said, "He's all, I ain't letting up on you," you know. And Mahomes, "Oh yeah, I know, dude." And like, look at they smoked him when they played him the second game of the season.
Yeah. So hopefully that's the case with the Raiders, and the Raiders come out swinging this year. We'll get some games.
I would, not even being bitter, but it would be really nice to have someone else in the Super Bowl next year. You know, because I mean, it's just hard.
I mean, you know, I covered this last week, and obviously, like you're like the right person to talk to about. But you know, I mentioned that Brady's retired, and he's only been retired a few years now, not that much, but he's considered the GOAT. But hasn't even been that long since he's been retired, and now Mahomes is in that conversation that everyone's saying he's the GOAT. He's better than Brady.
Yeah.
You know, he's only been in the league 6 years, been in a playoff game every single time, won 3 Super Bowls now. So they're considering him the GOAT. So it's like one of those things where, you know, they go next year, then it's like really stamped, you know?
Yeah.
So what do you think about that?
I mean, I think it's true because he already has like 16 or 18 playoff wins. And I think Brady's like 32 or something like that. And Brady played for a long time.
Oh, yeah.
20 years, you know, like 20 plus years. So it's like, it's going to be hard not to classify. I think, but everything goes in time, right? Like Montana was like one of the best playoff football players ever, dude, you know? And then, you know, like Brady comes in and then Mahomes, like it's always going to rotate.
Yeah.
But I think Brady's going to hold the staple for a long time even if Mahomes gets 9, you know, Super Bowl rings or something, let's say. Like Brady, what he did for those years was pretty gnarly.
Yeah. But I think people are already saying it because they're saying that he can do what Brady did, but at the same time more because he's way more athletic. Yeah. So they're considering him. But my point is Michael Jordan is still considered the GOAT, you know? So you have LeBron in the conversation, but still people are like 50-50, you know? So there's so like on that I don't think when someone's considered the GOAT, there's someone in a year or two that comes out and then they're like, oh, well, no, not no more because this guy is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I think like that title has been held like with Jordan for a long time. And, you know, for football, you know, people are like, okay, Brady's a GOAT. But then all of a sudden now it's like, okay, well, let's talk about Patrick because, you know, so I think it's like, damn. For Brady's probably like, dude, fuck, I only had the title for like a year.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, it's tough because, I mean, how do you argue it? You know, like what Mahomes has done. Like I said, he's almost up to Brady's damn playoff wins in 6 seasons.
Yeah, 6 seasons.
6 seasons. Yeah, so it's pretty crazy. But, dude, the NFL needs storylines too, you know? Like, they can't have random dudes winning and, like, off teams winning. It's like, dude, that's what I said when Taylor Swift got into football, or into the Chiefs. I'm like, dude, they're winning the Super Bowl. I called it right away. I'm like, there's no way that they can. And this was mid-season when she started showing up at games, you know, or early mid-season. And so it's like they need that storyline, right? Like if the Super Bowl was the Colts versus, let's say, the Seahawks, right? There's no like superstars on those teams.
Yeah.
Like no Mahomeses or, you know, no. So like that Super Bowl would probably be the lowest viewed rating Super Bowl.
Did you see Odell Beckham's dating Kim Kardashian supposedly?
Oh, gnarly.
Yeah, like supposedly they're serious. So I was kind of like, I wonder if that's kind of the same play.
Yeah, where's Odell going next year? And that'll be in the Super Bowl for sure.
Because I've never really heard, and I don't really pay that much attention. Is Tiger was considered the GOAT of golf? Yeah, he is. Because you know, I know there's a lot of like other good golfers, and like right now there's a shitload of really good golfers, but he's considered the greatest of all time.
So he's tied for the lead as far as wins, I think at 82. But what'd they say? Like, because I think it's Sam Snead, like his record, the tournaments were different. This is like in the early 1900s, right? Mid 1900s. The tournaments were different and stuff. Like, I can't remember if it was like a little bit of team wins or they explained it one day. But like Tiger's got a legit 82 tour wins. I mean, dude, I think Jack and them are like low 70s or 60s. So he's like got them by 10. He's like 2 behind Jack or 3 behind Jack on the majors list. I'm probably so far off if someone fact checked me right. But just giving you an idea, like Tiger did to golf what McGrath did to motocross, right? Like you had Jack, you had Arnie, you had your old faithful. Like my dad loves Jack and Arnie, right? Like that's what he grew up on. You're going to have your old faithful. But Tiger's the reason why probably like I'm into golf, you know, like Bubs is into golf. Like he's the guy that made it a young sport.
Yeah, made it cool.
Yeah. I mean, now look at the sport, dude. Like, you know, 40 years ago, you had dudes smoking cigarettes in their 50s playing a tournament. Now it's like all these young athletic kids.
Yeah.
Because golf's you're not a nerd in high school or middle school if you're playing golf now. Like they're like, dang, dude, golf's sick, you know?
Yeah. So
he changed the way golf was. Mahomes isn't changing the way the NFL is.
Right.
He's victorious, or, you know, he's, what is it? He's won a lot.
Yeah, he's successful.
Yeah. Damn, I couldn't think of the word. Yeah. He's successful, but you have Brady who was successful. You have Montana, you know, all these dudes that have done it. He might win more of them, but Mahomes has not changed the NFL.
Yeah.
McGrath, Supercross was an old man sport, you know, and motocross in general wasn't on the map. Like those dudes, I remember like Ricky Johnson said if he won like the whole year, like back in his day, he got like $100,000 bonus.
Yeah.
Now these kids are signing $3.5 million contracts, you know, let alone like they're getting $100,000 for probably a main event win now.
Oh, damn.
So that's how I view like a GOAT saying, you know what I mean? Like Carmichael's the GOAT in our sport, but dude, the guy never lost an outdoor title.
Yeah.
Want to show as far as overall wins, dude, he's probably never going to get touched.
Yeah. No, and that's good because also like, you know, you consider, and it's not like the GOAT talk, but it's like the greatest rapper or ever and stuff like that. You kind of, you know, Eminem's on conversation, Tupac, Biggie, and you kind of, I think you have to see it because you have to see it how the way you're speaking it, because it's hard to be like, this guy just had more hits, this guy had more, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
It's also like, what did they do to change rap?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So if you can't, you know, have differences there and be like, well, you know, because people say Jay-Z, and I'm like,
dude,
Jay-Z
I will argue that to death, dude.
Yeah, and I'm terrible. Like, he's I don't know. I don't consider him even like in a top 10 of rappers for me.
Yeah.
But then then I got to argue like, well, what did he actually do to change rap?
Yeah.
You know, like what you're saying. So that's interesting you say that. So, That's cool. But the reason I asked is because Tiger, not only is he the GOAT, but he's the GOAT at pulling out.
Oh, yeah.
Because he just pulled out of the tournament, right?
Yeah. Said he was sick. But then he was just out in New York or something designing a golf course this week. I'm like, what's going on? Dude, see, that's what's weird, though. I mean, shit, there was an ambo and stuff there, but who knows? But that's what's weird.
Was that sick?
Yeah, he was fine going there, and then he pulled out like mid-tournament. So sometimes I think with golf, like if they know they're not playing well, like a withdrawal is better than getting last in the tournament, right? Like you'll see golfers all the time, dude. They'll play like 10 holes and be 6 over, and all of a sudden they just withdraw, and they're like, oh, my back was tight, I couldn't swing. Because they don't want to be 15 over and get dead last, you know? Golf's a weird sport like that. But...
And I know it probably doesn't matter for them because they're rich, but like, what's the pay difference? Like not finishing and finishing.
Well, you don't get paid if you don't make the cut, period. Well, maybe now because with the live stuff, they started like $5,000, I think, or something like that.
Well, not worth it.
No. But
like a normal guy that's like always towards the bottom.
Yeah.
You withdraw, you're not going to get paid. But if you get lost, you're going to get paid.
And you got to pay for your way there, a hotel, caddy, all. So like, that's what I told you at that time I caddied for that. Brett Drew doing the PGA Tour, dude, he lost money that year.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, on like one of the most prestigious tours. But
well, what do you think? Obviously the question is what's next for Tiger? Like, is it time to retire? You know, and then you see his son Charlie, 15 years old. He's trying to make the cut to his first PGA Tour event this week, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, is it time for you to retire, or is it one of those things where like maybe you want to like kind of like LeBron James wants to play with his son on an NBA team.
Yeah. That's doable, though.
That's doable, yeah.
LeBron's still a freaking brick shit house, dude.
Yeah, and his kid's in college, so he could go into the NFL draft this year if he wanted to.
Dude, I'm going to contradict myself here because Tiger is the GOAT. He changed the sport, right? But, dude, I get so sick of if Tiger Woods, if he played the Barracuda, the Golf Channel would cover him 24/7, interview him, follow his practice around this. And then he's withdrawn like 4 of his last 5 events.
Yeah.
So it's like all week you have to sit there and like, oh, Tiger looks good. He's not limping. Oh, Tiger that. Oh, his swing. And then all of a sudden he withdraws. I'm like, what about the dude like Hideki Matsuyama won it? And they're all, oh, Hideki won. Tiger withdrew. It's like, God, I hate that.
Well, yeah, that's the storyline you hear. I didn't even know who won it.
Yeah. So it's like, and that's just media in general, right? That's football. Like, that's baseball,
that's
motocross, everything, you know? But I would be frustrated like Scotty Scheffler's world number 1. And they give him a 5-minute piece on the show. Like Scheffler's world number 1 coming in. He doesn't, statistically play good here. But Tiger's on the range right now. We're going to sit there and watch him for an hour. And it's like, dude, I'm world number 1 right now. Tiger hasn't even finished a tournament in damn 3 years.
Yeah. I'll smoke Tiger.
Yeah. So like there's got to be a changing of the guard at some point, right? Like every single like people not even into golf respect what Tiger Woods has done for golf, right? But it's like, there's got to be a changing of the guard where like Tiger gets the 5-minute piece and maybe the press conference until he starts producing again. Yeah. Which he might not. Like he's old, dude. And that's fine. Like no one's asking him to stay in the limelight and shit, And
I think the problem is because, there's the old heads that still play and stuff like that and then do good and everything. But I think the problem with Tiger is that like, dude, he is the GOAT. So going out there and playing it, like his ego is a little bit more bruised than a normal guy that would go out there. So he can't go and like get 5th. Yeah. He's like, nah, I don't, Yeah. So it's like, maybe retire. Yeah. Like your son is coming up now. So it's like,
I mean, he does so much stuff, dude. Came out with this clothing line. Yeah. He's got golf courses, he's got restaurants. It's like, he's got plenty to keep, but he's probably competitive, Like I would still probably ride moto if it wasn't dangerous, right? Like, because you have that competitive, like even with golf, I get competitive now, you know? So, but I can't imagine if I was like really good at golf and I just had to go out there and walk around, like try my best to play good, Like, so it's probably hard for him to walk away. Like moto is easy because you're like, if I'm not staying on top of this shit, I could hurt myself pretty good, But with that being said, I get sick of the same thing. Is like, Tiger, do you think you can win this weekend? He's all, absolutely. And then he plays one round and then he's done. I'm like, no. And when he quits, he's like 3 over, 4 over, or so, So it's like, dude, obviously you can't win right now. I hate to say it, like, he won 5 years ago, but it's like, I hate to say that, but it's like, dude, with these guys now, with Schefflers and all these dudes, it's freaking hard.
Well, that's exactly what you're saying. It discredits the other dudes that are doing good. Yeah. It's like, Tiger could, and it's like, no, dude, these guys are really
they're
good.
So good. And they're younger, they're healthy. Like Rory is like, has no injuries ever. Right. So like Rory, and dude, I watched him because I got like this ESPN Plus where they kind of show before the tournament comes on TV.
Yeah.
Dude, and Rory's like 4-iron was carrying like 260 in LA. And I'm like, Jesus, dude, mine's like 200.
Yeah.
Like 60 more yards. Like his driver was going out of the back of the range, you know?
Yeah.
And Tiger still hits the ball well, but it's like, dude, you're going to compete against this like mid 30s dude that is just a
good shape
house.
Yeah.
You know, no back injuries ever, no nothing. And Scheffler, who's 6 foot something and has like massive power. It's like, dude, these guys are good now.
Yeah. Speaking of that, at 15 years old, Charlie Woods, how does he compare to like with those guys as far as like hitting the ball?
I haven't done a whole lot of research on him.
There's no way he's hitting it that hard.
No, because that's going to come with growth spurts. And shit,
yeah, exactly.
You know, like, yeah, but he hits the ball like he would kick my ass.
Yeah.
By far, you know, like God, what do you do? He hit like 3 years ago at the PNC, the father-son thing. Dude, he had like 250 or something. He hit his 3-wood to like 2 feet for an eagle.
Damn.
At like 13 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I like what he's doing because it's just a qualifier to get into like maybe even a tour qualifier, something like that, you know? But I like that, dude. It's like get out because get your feet wet right now if you can. If someone's offering you and you shoot, you know, he's probably a +3 right now or +4. I don't know what he is, but if you're shooting in the 60s, it's like, why not at a young age get out there, get used to it? So when you're like primed up and like you're 18 to 20 years old, dude, you're ready to go rip. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So let's talk about, so he's, you know, obviously has technique, hits the ball good and stuff like that. So it's not about necessarily him being smaller and not having his muscles like these other guys are like grown men. Because he's still going to hit it, right?
Yeah.
So, but once he does grow, you know, once he's like 20 and stuff like that, how much further do you think the ball will go for him? Or is it just more the technique more than like actually muscle?
No, it should go for, I mean, I was just watching the tour before you got here, dude. I mean, they're in Mexico with some elevation, but like Cam Champ's ball carried 330, you know? So if Charlie's at like carry 270 right now, he's going to have 60 yards more into the green than like Cam Champ. And Cam Champ's like a kind of trying to get back to his game, right? So he'll get further for sure. And he looks just like his dad as far as work ethic and practice. And so there's not a doubt that he can't make it. It's just, and that's where I'm going with the getting into a tournament right now is because he's going to struggle. He might, maybe he shoots good. I don't know. But you know, like what I see with him, even just in that PNC thing is like, he'll hit greens, no problem, but he's 20 feet away and misses the putt. And like the PGA Tour dudes, like the dudes that win, dude, their proximity is like 10 to 12 feet from the hole and they're making the putts. You know, and that's the difference with even a Cam Champ versus a Scotty Scheffler. Yeah. Or a, you know, John Rahm is these dudes are just never in trouble and they make everything they need to make, you know? So, but that'll come with time. So what I was going with, I'm stoked that he's doing this is like for us racing up here, there was like, when I was an intermediate, I was racing with the pros. We only had 4 pros and 4 intermediates, you know? But when you're in SoCal, your novice class and your intermediate class is all dudes that get factory rides when they turn pro. Yeah. So like those dudes are like intermediate, but they're using that to step up. So when they go pro, they're not like, oh man, that's Carmichael on the line. They're like, oh yeah, I've raced dudes just like him. You know what I mean? Exactly. But for me, like jumping into like a Supercross, I'm like, dude, if I just make the night show, that's all I care about because these dudes are so much better than me. So Charlie has that chance right now to be the intermediate and maybe go play this tournament. And let's say he doesn't play good. It humbles him and he knows, okay, these dudes are hitting it further and better, you know? And when he turned, 18, 19 years old and he turns pro, he's like, dude, I'm used to this. Yeah. I played a PGA tournament 5 years ago already. So like he's got everything laid out in front of him to be a really good golfer. Yeah. And that's a great point because he goes out there and he sees like whoever he plays, he's like, damn, those guys were 1 putting, 2 putting, and I was like 3 putting sometimes, stuff like that. So then he's like, I really need to work on that. Yeah. So he goes back. Obviously if he's not smart, he has smart people in his corner. They're going to tell him, hey, dude, look at where you were like really losing strokes and shit like that. Yeah. So, and they have all that data. Like golf is so gnarly, dude. Like they'll know everything. They'll know his proximity to the pin, where he struggled coming into the greens, and like me, I don't know. I'm like, yeah, 150 is the same to 120. I can miss the green, no problem.
Yeah.
Like easily. So
yeah, 150. What iron mine is? I don't know. If I can give me 4 of them, I could probably hit the same. So
yeah, exactly. So
yeah,
it'll be cool to watch though. It's cool because I've never like even I didn't follow Tiger's amateur in the mid 90s. Like I wasn't into golf at all. I golfed with my dad, but when Tiger turned pro, I think I didn't even really know who he was until he won like 6 tournaments in a row or something.
Yeah.
But like Charlie now, like me being older, it's like it'll be cool if in 2028 I watch him win the Masters or something. I'd be like, oh shit, man! He was that tall playing that PNC.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a cool thing to watch. And I mean, like John Daly's son's super good. Like it's weird. All these like pro golfers, their sons are like kind of ripping.
Yeah.
So it'll be cool like to see some like in Supercross now. Like you see like. For me, it's like this Jim Nee student I used to arena cross with. His son's like in the lights, and Barry Karsten. You see like these like Tim Ferry's kid.
Yeah.
And I'm like, damn, dude, I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Like now I'm watching the dudes I raced against. Their kids are in the main events. So.
Yeah, it is pretty cool to see that.
Yeah.
Real quick, you see, David Beckham spent $5,000 to get his nipples reshaped.
I did not, but that is the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I mean,
what the hell?
I mean, when you're a good looking dude, I guess, and you're still a sex symbol at like 50 something years old.
Was he starting to sag a little bit?
I don't know. He just like reshaped his nipples. It wasn't even like anything else because he's all buff, It's not like.
That is literally the weirdest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah. So, I mean, he could have, bought a dirt bike or something, $5,000. Yeah.
Could have bought so much more.
Yeah.
Could have bought freaking 15 pouches of yerbas for the podcast, dude. Deliver them over.
Yeah, you could sponsor us. Yeah, so I saw that.
Celebrities are so weird, dude.
Yeah.
So weird.
It's like, I'm like kind of anti getting surgery for things that are not necessary. Because, there have been the people that, die from, like Kanye West mom died getting a butt lift or something like that. And there's a few like females that have died getting surgeries, and it's like, for what?
And it hurts, dude.
Yeah, that's
surgery hurt. Like why would you? Because everyone always says that they're all, dude, you should get your hair done. I'm like, no, why would I pay like $20,000 to get hurt just to have hair again? It's like, dude, I've been bald for 15 years. I'm used to it now, dude. I mean, I'll never do the podcast without a hat on. But I'm pretty used to it.
Also, end of an era. Best Buy removes all physical movies, like stuff like that.
Oh, really?
From the stores.
How's Best Buy still open?
I mean, I go there to buy stuff.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
I haven't been in like the Carson one in like 10 years.
Well, they update their stuff. Like kids are on a gaming now. Now they have like real gaming setups. They have a lot of podcast stuff there, drones, stuff like that. So, do you think people still break into cars and steal CD players?
Oh yeah, dude.
Really?
Got to.
Because I was thinking that last night. I was driving my Ford Ranger, and I was debating whether to get windows tinted. I saw a video basically, and the guy was saying like in LA, he's like, watch this. And he like filmed the whole thing happen. And a car was like going around in the parking lot, and he found a vehicle that the windows weren't tinted, so they can tell that no one's in it.
Yeah.
So they walk by it, look real quick, and they just like have this little device that like pops the window, like breaks it.
Yeah.
Pops the trunk and goes in the trunk and steals whatever.
Yeah.
It all happened within like 15 seconds.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So the guy was like, that's why you always get your windows tinted, because in the parking lot, if they're driving around, they're not going to be able to tell if someone's in the car, know? So they just go to ones where they can tell that no one's in there because, 15 seconds and you're in and out.
Yeah.
Right. So I was like, it's an old truck. But I was like, maybe I should get my windows tinted. And then like I have a CD player in there. Yeah. So I was like, I wonder if people still break in just to steal a CD player.
Yeah. Dude, that's funny because I got the 84 Toyota. When I was driving it a bunch, I wanted to get the windows tinted because I bought a nice little deck for it.
Yeah. But it's like you could probably go to Best Buy and buy the best deck for like $200.
Yeah. Black
if
market,
that.
though, that's $75 for 15 seconds of work. See?
I just don't see how it's...
Businessman.
Yeah.
I don't think... It's worth it. I wouldn't say around here. Like, I don't think you'd worry about it in like Carson, Minden, Gardnerville. But yeah, like if I was in LA...
Well, all those people, like Sacramento people, come here and do that stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah, like if I was in a big city, I mean, yeah, it does happen here, but definitely like in a big city because those older cars are so easy. Like no one's really gonna alarm them or nothing.
Yeah.
And definitely don't leave any like valuables in there, like sunglasses or anything.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what they're looking for.
Yeah.
So if the windows aren't tinted, they go see oh, there's a bag right there. Not knowing what's in the bag, break your window, steal the bag.
Yeah.
Could be used condoms in there.
Dude, I'll do that. Put a bunch of bag of dicks in there one time for him.
So, I was just thinking about that. Now it's going to be like no physical stuff being sold at, which is kind of weird to me because a lot of the stuff I do buy is off Amazon Prime.
Yeah.
So like
same.
movies and stuff. But say one day, like in 5 years, Amazon Prime is like, hey, we're like discontinuing our service.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, where do I get my money back for all the downloads I did?
Right.
Yeah.
But
I have all those DVDs I bought.
Yeah.
So it's like, that kind of weirds me out because
I have all my DVDs.
Yeah.
So many.
Dude, I have so many DVDs. But I'm like, one day another company comes out and they're like the best service to buy like movies and digital copies and stuff like that. And then takes Amazon Prime out of business. And then you got to go to this one. And it's like, dude, all the stuff I bought is gone.
I told you we're screwed. Our generation's the worst generation. They said that. Because I literally have bought Metallica on cassette, Metallica on CD, and now they're MP3. Mm-hmm. I've bought Top Gun like 4 different times because everything. You know what I mean? It's like, damn it, dude. Like VHS ain't gonna do me no good now. Hate it.
Well, dude, I have Little Giants on DVD.
Oh, sick.
Right. So it's in stores though, because we were like cleaning up the house for put it on the market and stuff like that. And the other day I wanted the boys to watch it. So what I have to do? Buy it off on Amazon Prime because none of the other services were showing it that I pay for. So I bought it and I'm like, dude, it's sitting in storage.
Yeah.
I don't have to do this.
I know.
But at the moment it was so like convenient. So I bought it.
Yeah. Dude, honestly, until I got my PS5, I couldn't even watch DVDs. Mm-hmm. I had nothing.
Yeah.
Like the laptops don't come with like the ROM or whatever it is now. I'm like, damn, dude.
Yeah.
They're really hosing us.
Dude, it's crazy.
Getting old, folks.
All right. Worth watching this weekend. Mm-hmm. We got Supercross back. Mm-hmm. Took a week break. It's Arlington.
Yep.
It's Triple Crown.
Yeah. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Cool. I'll watch it then.
The finale. So they're going to crown a winner, I guess.
They only did 2 of them?
3.
They did 3?
Glendale, one of the A1s or whatever, I think.
Oh, yeah.
A2.
A2 probably.
And then Arlington.
Dang, that's quick.
Which I don't get. Like, how do you... So it must be only 450s because West Coast got 2 rounds and East Coast is getting 1. Yeah. So how do you crown an East Coast kind of guy or a 250 guy? Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of weird to me, but it should be at least 4 rounds. So that, But that's this weekend, 6 p.m. Central Time. Mm-hmm. I'm not really sure what time that is here.
I think it's 2 hours.
Are they 2 hours?
4 here.
Okay.
I'll probably watch that one.
Yeah, that should be good.
Yeah.
So this weekend. And then also UFC Fight Night from Mexico, 7 p.m. Pacific, or our time, Pacific time. It's a free one if you have ESPN Plus.
I do.
Yeah.
It's on right now.
Brandon Moreno versus Brandon Royale.
Oh, I'm taking Brandon.
Mm-hmm. Brandon for sure is winning that one.
He's going to win.
Let's go, Brandon.
Okay. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then Yair Rodriguez versus Brian Ortega.
I'm going Brian.
Brian?
Yeah, because I like those Ortega chilies and stuff.
Ortega's friends, really good friends with Victoria and the Gracie dude.
Oh, yeah. I thought you meant Beckham. I'm like, does she shave her nipples too?
Yeah, she's getting her nipples. Nah. Yeah, so they're like really good friends. So I always go for Brian because I know someone that is really good friends with them.
Yeah. See, I picked him before I ever knew that. Mm-hmm. That's how good my senses are.
Yeah. And he always lets me down though.
No, this is not he's going to do it this time.
I don't know about that.
Gotta go into a positive.
I think he's getting KO'd this weekend, but hey, it's a good weekend to watch some stuff. Mm-hmm. Weather hopefully stays nice.
I think we're good.
Yeah.
Golf on Sunday for me. Skins.
I need to sign up. I saw the old boy from Sunridge at the swing. I guess he like works there or something. I don't know.
Dan?
Yeah, the old dude.
Oh, the old dude. Rick?
I don't know. The pro there?
Dan.
Yeah.
I was confused there.
Yeah. I was like, aren't you the dude from Empire? He's like, no, we'll work Sunridge. I'm like, oh, okay.
I was way off.
So he was in there helping out, I guess, or something.
Yeah, he does some lessons in there, I think. Mm-hmm. Should have got one. Hey, man, I can't hit my driver. He'd be like, oh, I see why. The club, not you. Mm-hmm. You're good, dude.
Yeah, I told him I got them from Mase. He's like, yeah, these are a piece of shit.
He did not say
he's
that.
Like, did you give them to you or buy them? I'm like, I bought them. He's like, fuck.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Shit.
That was a Rick guy, though, not Dan.
Oh, yeah, Rick would talk shit.
Yeah.
He don't know either.
Shout out to Rick.
He
watches
Swing 395.
Yeah, Swing 395. Go in there and swing your 395.
Yeah. That's a 3-wood with 95 degrees aloft.
See?
I made that up too.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, thank you guys for hanging with the boys. It's a great episode.
That was a good episode. See, if you take a week off, dude, I could talk so much.
Let's not do that, though.
Next week's going to be boring.
No.
Yeah, because I'm just at home, like, doing nothing.
No, it's because we had good topics.
Okay. I'll find a topic.
Yeah.
All right. What do you do? Follow, like.
Follow, subscribe, like. Tell your baby mama to watch us.
Yep.
That's about it.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Until next time. Peace.